guys, it's Ruby. It's time for another Las Vegas buffet review. Today we are downtown at Main Street Station for their Garden Court Brunch Buffet. This is currently the only buffet open downtown. Is it worth it? Let's go find out. Just got ourselves seated here at Main Street Station Buffet. So it is open for brunch every single day from 8 to 2. Here on weekdays, it's $24 a person. It came to $52 with tax for the two of us. And then on weekends, it's up to like $27, unless you're Emerald or above when there's a big discount, but that's a pretty high tier. Drinks they will serve you. They also do a $20 bottle of champagne if you want to do mimosas. It's busy in here. There are a lot of people in here. It makes sense. It's the only downtown buffet currently running. So I'm excited to see how the food is. It's been probably 3 years since we tried brunch here. So I hope it is just as good as I remember. Oh my goodness, here's all the breakfast spreads. Let's grab a waffle. They also have a blueberry blitz. We're gonna try one of those. Yay. Next to all the sweet stuff, they've got some, looks like corned beef hash. We'll just put that on our sweets plate. It'll be okay. Next to that, we got, these are some gorgeous fluffy looking pancakes here and some French toast. Ooh, looks so good. This bacon looks absolutely delicious. Eggs are looking a little watery. Ooh, we might have to go get an omelet this time to try. Two kinds of sausage. They have sausage patty and then they have some Portuguese sausage. That looks good, we'll try that. They've got potatoes O'Brien, one of my favorite breakfast things, and apple cinnamon crepes. Let's grab one of those, yum. Got our first plates. The food looks really good. I'm actually really excited and I'm really hungry. Okay, let's try this corned beef. This is like the most interesting thing I think we grabbed from the breakfast array. I am tasting so much of that meat. It tastes really good. One thing I remember about Main Street is that the food tastes very like comfort food, very home cooked. And that's what this is. It just tastes like a really nice traditional corned beef. A lot of flavor there, not bland, and the texture is really nice, soft. But the potatoes have just enough little bit of bite to them so it doesn't feel mushy. Really good. That was a great start. I would definitely eat a whole bunch of that. Let's try these breakfast potatoes. I did salt and pepper a little bit because I know they tend to not season things like that. I'm seeing some onions and some peppers mixed in here. Cooked really nicely. They have a nice skin. They're a little bit fried, a little bit toasted, and the inside's nice and fluffy. However, they are quite bland. Even with adding some salt and pepper, there is not a ton of flavor on these. So they are just kind of like a little bit of a bland potato, nothing crazy. If I had some ketchup, I would tackle those absolutely no problem. With your other food, I think they'd be fine, but after the deliciousness of the corned beef situation, I think that's where I would go. All right, the scrambled eggs were the only thing that looked a little suspect. I'm kind of scared, but we're gonna give them a shot. Yeah, they're just really watery. Yeah, texturally, they're not very good at all. And I don't love that they don't have like any seasoning, so you do need to season. But they're not horrible by any means. I do think the omelet station is where it's at. That's why the line was so long, because you're getting fresh eggs. We'll try one of those. I think that'll be the best bet. Let's try the meats here, these breakfast meats. So we've got a sausage patty. That's good. It's not anything super special. It tastes like a very traditional breakfast sausage. Very plain, like nothing crazy going on there. I actually want to try the Portuguese because I kind of wonder if this is going to have a lot more flavor. If you want something that's like got a real kick to it, let's see. Don't get the breakfast patty. That one's pretty bland. Get the Portuguese sausage. This has like beautiful paprika flavor, a lot of pepper. Not spicy, but just has enough spice and kick to it to give it some really good flavor. Really nice. Okay, so of the two sausage, that's the winner for sure. This bacon looks incredible. It looks so freaking good. Let's see how it is. Oh, the bacon's awesome. The bacon is so good. So of that plate, I would pile up some hash, some bacon, and a little bit of those Portuguese sausages. That's really the standouts here. I'm gonna pass that over so Mr. Ruby can get some breakfast. I know he hasn't eaten yet. We have got all of the breakfast pastries, and honestly, all of these breads look really excellent. They look so good, so I hope they taste good. I'm gonna try this really gorgeous Belgian waffle. It's a tad bit dense. Like it's very crispy and crunchy on the outside, but we're missing a little bit out of that light and fluffiness on the inside. It's got a little bit of a density to it. It's very, very sweet. It's practically a dessert. That's how sweet that waffle is. It's good, it's not great. Waffles are not my favorite of the breakfast breads though. I absolutely love pancakes and French toast more, so let's try that. This pancake looks delightful. It's so fluffy. Let's see how it is. Well, the pancake's perfect. Ooh, there's got to be a little bit of a butter in the batter because I'm tasting some butteriness and I didn't put any on here. With the maple syrup, it's like light and fluffy and airy. Okay, pancake was amazing. Let's try the French toast. I put the strawberry syrup over this one instead of the regular syrup. They also had sugar-free syrup for my people conscious of their sugar intake, although I feel like all of these breads probably have quite a bit of sugar. Let's try the French toast. Yep, that is a good sugary start. I really like the French toast. That's probably my favorite of the three. The brioche is so thick, so soft. The strawberry sauce is actually really good. It's like just sweet enough. I thought it was gonna be really cloying. It's not. It's adding a little bit of brightness to the French toast. I can taste the cinnamon in the batter. Yum. So the French toast or the pancakes are absolutely my top two right now. They had apple crepe. We can give that a go. See how it is. Okay, exactly as advertised. The crepe on the outside is nice and thin. The batter's really good. The apple is actually surprising me. It tastes almost like it's fresh. I don't think it is. I think it's probably from a can, but the apples had this bite to them that I was not expecting. I expected it to be like that really typical canned apple pie batter. That's surprisingly good. It tasted really fresh. Like really freshly done. That's a surprise hit. I was not expecting to like that as much as I did. It tastes really, again, homemade. Ooh, okay. Let's try the blueberry blintz. We got like a cream cheese filling and blueberry on the outside. The cream cheese filling is perfectly sweet, like perfect, just the right amount. The blueberry sauce, again, tastes very bright and fresh. Like all of the fruit toppings taste really nice, really fresh right now. Very surprising. And the blitz itself is really nice. So honestly, the breakfast breads were pretty much a hit. I didn't love the waffle, but everything else here kind of crushed. I would absolutely eat all of this again. Let's go get another plate. Veggie frittata. Very colorful. Mr. Ruby's very excited. Let's get biscuit. Do you want one or two?
One's fine.
Just one. Chicken fried steak. And we're gonna douse in country gravy. See that? Here we go. Ooh, yes.
Not for you, me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, we waited for an omelet. Honestly, that guy was crushing it. They were moving really fast. And he was also a total clown. He was cracking us up. But we got an omelet with a ton of different stuff in it. Peppers, onions, tomatoes, bacon, so much cheese. This looks really good. I definitely think that's why the scrambled eggs are kind of a skip, is they like know people are gonna get the omelets. Let's see how it is. Yeah, it's like a night and day difference. It's so packed with flavor. All the peppers and tomato and onion and everything are so fresh. The eggs, he's obviously flavoring the pan with some sort of oil because it does taste seasoned. I didn't add any salt or pepper yet. The bacon is obviously adding to the saltiness, as is the cheese, but it just tastes really good. I mean, like, it's a very decent omelet. Waiting in the line for that is definitely worth it. Skip the scrambled eggs. So that's a definite yes. Let's try this frittata. This is another egg option. This looks really nice too. Light and fluffy little egg bake. Again, I'm seeing peppers, red and green and onion. Here we go. So texturally, that's really great. But again, there's like no seasoning on it. I know we're at a buffet and they want you to salt and pepper things yourself. But for me, the like far out standard winner is definitely the omelet for the egg dishes. So just get an omelet. All right, Mr. Ruby's absolute favorite, country fried steak and some biscuits and gravy. I do wish they would half the biscuits for you when you go up there so you can just pour the gravy on. However, I cut into this biscuit and it's like the fluffiest biscuit I think I've seen on a buffet yet. So my standards are high here. Let's give it a shot. That is an excellent biscuit. That is excellent. It is so fluffy, so light, so airy. The gravy is very light, not super rich, not super crazy. Wow, the biscuit's exceptional. Let's see how the steak is with it. The flavor's excellent. The breading has that beautiful seasoning in it. Nice and crispy. That with the biscuit, delicious. This is delicious. So that's an absolute don't skip. And get an omelet. So far, I think we're doing really good. Let's finish these up and check out what else they got. Hello, yes, please.
Oh, yeah. Wow. What?
Thank you. I'll have a little bit of that lemon pepper
No
chicken.
more.
Oh no, that's plenty. I'm okay.
Chicken.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Hawaiian beef stew. This looks really, really good. I'm gonna get some Kahlua pork and cabbage. Yum. As well as this shoyu chicken. I'm gonna skip regular rice because I don't want to get even more full, but I'm gonna get some roasted yam. Let's get one of those. Yum. Okay, we went over to the carving station and the like Hawaiian section. I will say I remember a turkey on this buffet, and I don't know if that's just dinner. Dinner's only on weekends. The turkey is amazing here, or it was the last time I had it, so I hope they still have that. But today they have a lemon pepper chicken. Let's try this. I got a little bit of skin here and the inside, and let's see how it goes. Chicken is very delicious. So soft on the inside, such tender meat. And then this crispy skin has a really nice seasoning. There's like some pepper on here. They've done rosemary, and you can really taste the rosemary coming through into the meat. It's a really nicely prepared piece of chicken. It's not the turkey, because I'm telling you, I loved that, but this is really good. The texture in particular is a very strong point for this. Like, it just is so delicate, so tender. Great job. Great job with that. Let's try the ham. See how this is. The ham's really good too. Unlike a lot of the time where it's usually like some kind of honey glaze or maple glaze and really sweet, this is not. This is a salty piece of ham. Just kind of nicely seasoned, nothing crazy, but it is texturally really nice. I do remember them doing a good job with their carving meats, and the ham is no exception. It's good. All right, 2 for 2. Both of those are nice. The ham's got that really nice briny flavor. I think they like brined the ham probably. Kielbasa. Let's try a little bit of sausage. That's a surprise. I have not had sausage on a buffet like that. The casing is very, very crisp and chewy. And then the inside, the meat is really soft and falling apart. It's got this really nice kick, but I can't totally, it might be jalapeno. Like, I can't discern what's making this so spicy, but it's like right in the back of my throat, and it's like a big heat. That's actually really good. I'm not typically the sausage person on the buffet. I'd like the other meats, but pretty impressed. I liked that. They do a good job with the carving meats here. And I feel like for this price point, like, you really can't beat it. Okay, Hawaiian section. I want to try this Hawaiian stew because I remember really enjoying this. This is their Hawaiian beef stew. There's celery, carrots, beef, all in this really thick broth. It's a tomato-based broth, and it's just really nice. Got that really fresh taste, but it's very rich with that beef. The heavy fat of the beef is mixed into the broth there. You got some nice carrots and a little bit of maybe celery in there that's kind of giving it a little bit of some vegetable. It's just overall a really nice stew, very comforting. Again, the foods here are just like total comfort foods, and that one's really good. Let's try Kahlua pork and cabbage. You can't say they don't have a lot of meat on this buffet because they truly do have a lot of meat to choose from. I'm gonna be so full and have to eat vegetarian tonight, seriously. Okay, let's try this pork and cabbage. That is good. The pork is like totally pull apart, very tender in your mouth. The cabbage is prepared nicely. A little more bland than I would say the carving meats, and I think those had such good flavor that I would probably go more that direction than I would deal with this pork, but not bad. They also have this shoyu chicken, and I do remember this from last time, and I do remember it being really good. Let's see if it's as good as I recall. So that's dark meat chicken. Again, the chicken here just absolutely falls apart. Like when I was cutting this, it's coming right off of this bone. That's really nice to see. The meat is so tender. This one's got a little bit of a glaze that's almost a bit sweet, a little bit umami. Also really good. Both the pieces of chicken were delicious. So, I mean, it's really up to your preference on what flavor you want, but I liked both a lot. Let's try this yam, last but not least. Now, this is a really light yam. I know that yams and sweet potatoes are technically different, but someone educate me on what the major difference is, because I'm not entirely sure. It's a little bit of a roasted yam here. It's good, it's grilled. With the pork, it's really nice because it's kind of like a sweet compliment. I like it. I like pretty much everything on this plate. I mean, I would probably skip the pork and cabbage if I was to pick again, but everything else, like, it's prepared super well. I'm getting a little full. I know there's maybe at least one more plate that we can grab here before dessert, so we are gonna try to finish all this up and go grab some more. Garlic breadstick, this looks good. Someone walked past and I could smell it. Assorted pizzas. I think this might be like a veggie slice, so we can get that. Okay, we're gonna get some mac and cheese. They do have mashed potatoes and gravy, but I think I'm gonna get the au gratins and try that instead. I'm sure the mashed potatoes are good. Some au gratins. Spanish rice. They've just opened this section, so they add stuff as they go, apparently. Let's get some of that. I grabbed a shell, and I'm gonna get some of this taco meat, and we'll make a taco. Oh my goodness. Got some tortilla chips, and I'm gonna put some nacho cheese on there. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, I planned on only grabbing one more plate, but then they opened the Mexican section, and it's like we're gonna try as much as we can. The stuff that I did not grab, they had like some fish, some veggies, they had a salad section. All of that stuff is still there that you can try. So it is a pretty decent variety, and they opened the Mexican station now as it's getting a little later in the afternoon. Let's start with this plate here. I grabbed some mac and cheese, some au gratins. Let's try this mac first. It did look like it's been sitting a little bit, so we'll see how it is. You know, the flavor is really good. The cheese that they used, you can tell they used like a really good quality, tasty cheese in that. And the noodles are cooked perfectly al dente. It is a smidge dry, and like I said, I think that's because that plate had been sitting. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already rotated that out. But in terms of like actual flavor, there's like a little bit of that char from like the baking right on the top, a crispy, crunchy, cheesy layer, and that's really nice. So it's good. I typically try to stay away from all the carby stuff when we do these because you just get really full, you know? But it's good. Let's try these au gratins. I do like au gratin potatoes. That I do not like. They put dill in here. Like a lot of dill. Or sour cream and chives. I can't tell which. It's got this really aggressive kind of sour flavor that I can't tell if it's like a dill or if it's like a sour cream going on, but it's like really aggressive. The texture's good, but it's just, there's some sort of flavoring that they put in here that I don't care for. That's a no for me. So I would skip the au gratins. Let's try the breadstick. Someone walked by one of these and it looked so good. There was like a ton of garlic on the top. The inside looks really nice, light and fluffy. Let's give it a shot. It's a good breadstick. Really dense, thick dough. And then on the top of it, they've got this like mixture of parsley and fresh garlic, and they put some butter on the top, so that garlic and parsley is like hitting you right as you go into this dense, doughy bread. That's delish. Be careful with that because that'll get you really full. That is good though. I liked it a lot. Okay, let's try this pizza. So let's see. I think this is just like a veggie pizza with some sort of like light sauce. See how it is? Mister was right. That is a pesto slice, and it is very, very good. The pesto tastes really fresh. I'm tasting the pine nuts and I'm tasting the basil in there. And then I think they've added like a little bit of green pepper. And then there's just cheese. It's very simple, but it's very good. Like, I actually really enjoyed that. If you're maybe a pickier eater and or you don't want to eat a lot of meat, that pizza is not a bad spot. I really liked that. Good. Take the pizza. It's good. All right, they opened the Mexican section. Very simple. They did have stuff to make a taco, so we made a little taco here. We put some pico and some lettuce and some meat. I'll bite into it, see how it is. I mean this is the highest compliment, but it tastes like white people taco night. Like, it's like the Ortega sauce and the like meat and the seasoning. Very simple. It hits the spot. I'm not saying I would say like go for tacos on this buffet. They've got a lot of really good stuff, but like, it's a good taco if that's what you're craving. Let's try the Spanish rice. It looks like a beautiful color. Nice tomato flavor coming through. Well seasoned. The rice is perfectly cooked. It's not mushy. Guys, we're gonna finish as much as we can. I'm getting so stuffed. It's gonna be time for dessert. I'm gonna grab this chocolate slice. This looks yummy. We love cheesecake, so that's a must. And then right next to it is a banana cream pie, and I absolutely love banana cream pie, so we're gonna grab that one. Okay, final stop, desserts. Now I will say the selection's not massive here. It's just enough for us for today. A lot of like pies. They have a no sugar added section, like an entire thing to choose from, which is great. And then they also have an ice cream machine, so I think it's just enough. Let us try this chocolate looking cake. This looks like a chocolate mousse kind of cake with some dark chocolate cake on the bottom. All right, let's give this a shot. That's nice. Okay, so there's a really nice milk chocolate flavor on the back end. The chocolate cake itself is very soft, light and delicate, spongy. The mousse, like at first I didn't think was very sweet, but it gets you right on the back end. And they also have like a chocolate ganache literally on the top, like a nice thin layer. And I think that that's really contributing to the flavor as well. It's like a very delicate chocolate cake, actually. I was expecting it to be a little more rich, but it's not. It just has a really nice light milk chocolate flavor. Let's try the cheesecake. I never pass up cheesecake. I absolutely love it. The only thing that would make it better is if it was a cherry cheesecake. They did have no sugar added cheesecake as well. This is the normal one. The crust on the bottom is perfect. It's nice and sweet and crunchy, so you're getting the sugar. And then the cream cheese base has that nice tanginess of the cream cheese. It's just perfectly like baked. It's really good, so very happy. All right, banana cream pie. Forget about it. I love banana cream pie. Also, the coffee is not bad. All right, let's try the banana cream pie. The banana cream is so delicious. The bottom crust is that nice, thin, kind of pie wafery crust. There's real bananas diced in. The banana cream itself is like, it's flavored banana, but it's not horrible. It's not over the top flavor. It's just really nice and light. And then there's a whipped cream topping on top. Like, guys, I'm stuffed, and these are really good. So I think they killed it with the desserts. They're all delicious. I'm gonna finish these. I'm gonna need a nap after this, I think. Just finished up at Garden Court at Main Street Station. I gotta say, it's $24 during the week. Totally worth it. We definitely got our money's worth. They have a steady stream of people in here. People obviously know. The food is very decent. The service is good, and it's a pretty atmosphere. If you're downtown, you want to eat one big meal in the morning and then just not eat till dinner, this is absolutely the way to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys all in my next.